How has Xena changed or affected my life? Well, growing up, I remember every weekend getting to stay up beyond past my bedtime with my mom, and we would watch the most kick-ass person to grace the screen that I had ever seen in my lifetime, and still to this day. I kind of grew up with Xena. I didn't realize it until recently. I remember lusting on the screen at these men, being 8 years old and drooling over Ares. Oh, and the King of Thieves, Bruce Campbell. Yum. There was nothing but savage hotness on that show, and I knew it since I was little, and no wonder that show kept going for a long time. Could you blame them? But I never realized that I actually grew up with Xena. She was on the air from the time I was 6 until I was 11. And through that whole time period, the one consistency was Xena. Xena Warrior Princess. I remember me and my friends used to go out and try and play like we were Xena and Callisto and Joxer and everybody, and hello, I had to be Xena. I was tall, black hair. Only thing I was missing is the blue eye, which is the most sought after feature I want. And I just remember she was so cool. Of course, then Xena went off the air. I watched it every weekend until it was done. I hated the ending like everybody else says, which you usually do when you're really into a movie and then it ends. Any ending would probably be unwanted. So that's why we want her back, you know? No ending is worthy of Xena. We need another one. Hello? Xena went off the air, and I would see it once in a while in reruns on some networks, but it hasn't been on TV for a long time, and I forgot about it, and recently rediscovered it, and it is so different when you watch it when you're an adult compared to when you're a kid. Because when you're a kid, all you care is yeah, she's doing her and she's kicking butt. But when you watch it now, and the storylines are so good, and the fight sequences are so, I feel modern. She was so much cooler to me now, which I never thought you could actually do. Who would have guessed that you could go back to somebody you idolized as a kid and then go back as an adult and idolize that person even more? It's amazing. Lately, I've just been trying to get my fix on Xena, watch as much as I can, look up as much stuff as I could. When I was little, I had no internet. Computers, not everybody had a computer, and now Google's at your fingertips, and hopefully, because it's not on the air, hopefully some kids will hear about it or something and look it up, and because you can't just leave this show alone, it has to keep going. And how are they going to know about it without some sort of publicity like a movie? And rediscovering it for me was great, but what's even greater is discovering it for somebody else. I get to pass this on to the next generation because I totally am making my little brother watch it. And I don't have to make him watch it. I think he likes it.
Why don't you create new characters, new images? You mean fiction? Well, I thought about trying that someday.